The soul of the samurai, the birth and evolution of the katana, the origins of the katana, from ancient times to the modern era.
The katana, the legendary sword of the samurai, is one of the most iconic weapons in history. Known for its curved blade, razor-sharp edge, and incredible craftsmanship, the katana has evolved over centuries to become a symbol of Japanese culture and warrior spirit. But where did it originate? How did it develop from ancient weapons into the masterpiece we recognize today? Let's explore the fascinating history of the katana, from its early beginnings to its place in the modern world.
The early blades, influences from China and Korea. Before the katana, Japanese warriors used straight-edged swords known as directly. These swords were heavily influenced by Chinese and Korean designs and were used primarily by early Japanese fighters, including the Yamato warriors of the Kofun period, 3rd to 7th century. However, as Japan's military tactics evolved, these early straight swords proved to be less effective in combat, especially for mounted warriors. During the Heian period, 794 to 1185, Japan began developing its own unique sword-making techniques. This led to the creation of the longsword, a curved sword that served as a direct predecessor to the katana. The longsword was designed for slashing attacks, making it highly effective for samurai fighting on horseback. The birth of the katana. The true katana emerged during the late Kamakura period, 1185 to 1333, a time of intense warfare between rival samurai clans. Battles became more frequent, and warriors needed a sword that was both fast to draw and deadly in combat. Unlike the long sword, which was worn with the blade facing downward, the katana was worn edge up, allowing samurai to execute swift, powerful strikes in a single motion, a technique known as iaido. It was during this era that legendary swordsmiths such as Masamune perfected the folding and forging process that gave the katana its signature sharpness and durability. By using multiple layers of hard and soft steel, swordsmiths created blades that were both razor-sharp and flexible, capable of withstanding the demands of battle. The Golden Age of the Katana. The Muromachi period, 1336 to 1573, and the Sengoku period, 1467 to 1615, were times of almost constant warfare in Japan. Samurai relied heavily on their swords, and demand for high-quality katanas skyrocketed. It was during this time that the katana became the primary weapon of the samurai, used alongside spears and bows in battle. In the Edo period, 1603 to 1868, Japan entered an era of relative peace under the Tokugawa shogunate. While large-scale battles became rare, the katana remained an essential part of samurai culture. Sword-making transformed from a necessity of war into an art form, with master craftsmen creating some of the most beautiful and perfectly balanced swords in history. The decline and revival of the katana. With the Meiji Restoration, 1868 to 1912, Japan modernized its military, replacing samurai warriors with a Western-style army. The Sword Prohibition Edict of 1876 banned the carrying of swords in public, leading to a dramatic decline in the production of katanas. Many swordsmiths turned to making farming tools or decorative items to survive. However, the legacy of the katana never truly disappeared. In the 20th century, traditional sword-making was revived, especially during World War II, when officers in the Japanese military carried katanas as a symbol of their heritage. After the war, katana production was heavily restricted, but by the late 20th century, interest in traditional Japanese swords resurfaced, both in Japan and around the world. Why is the samurai sword considered the best in the world? The samurai sword, or katana, is often regarded as one of the finest swords ever created. With its perfect balance of strength, sharpness, and elegance, it has earned a legendary reputation across the world. But what makes the katana superior to other swords? Is it simply a myth, or does this Japanese blade truly stand above the rest? Let's explore the reasons why the samurai sword is considered the best in the world. Superior craftsmanship and unique forging techniques. One of the key reasons for the katana's reputation is the advanced forging process developed by Japanese swordsmiths over centuries. Unlike European swords, which were often made from a single piece of steel, the katana is crafted using a complex method that combines different types of steel. Hard steel, high carbon. provides extreme sharpness and the ability to hold an edge. Soft steel, low carbon, adds flexibility, preventing the sword from breaking. These two types of steel are layered and repeatedly folded, sometimes over 10 times, removing impurities and strengthening the blade. The final result is a weapon that is both razor-sharp and highly durable, a combination rarely found in other swords. The perfect balance of sharpness and flexibility. Many swords throughout history were either too brittle, breaking easily, or too soft, dulling quickly. The katana, however, achieves an ideal balance between sharpness and flexibility thanks to a technique called differential hardening. During this process, the back of the blade is covered with clay, while the cutting edge is left exposed before quenching, cooling. This causes the edge to harden while keeping the spine softer, resulting in a razor-sharp edge capable of slicing through armor and bone, a resilient spine that absorbs impact, preventing breakage. This duality makes the katana one of the most efficient and reliable weapons ever crafted. The iconic curved design for swift and powerful strikes. Unlike straight swords used in medieval Europe, the katana features a gentle curve which enhances its cutting power. This design allows for fluid, slashing motions, making it incredibly effective in combat. The curved blade enables faster draws, iaijutsu, allowing samurai to strike in one smooth motion. It minimizes resistance, making cuts more precise and deadly. It works well in both single and two-handed combat, offering versatility in battle. This unique shape, combined with the katana's sharpness, makes it one of the most lethal cutting weapons in history. The legacy of legendary swordsmiths. Japan's greatest swordsmiths, such as Masamune and Muramasa, dedicated their lives to perfecting the art of katana making. Their blades were known for their unparalleled quality, balance, and durability. Some swords forged hundreds of years ago still exist today in near-perfect condition, proving their exceptional craftsmanship. Even today, Japanese swordsmiths follow the same ancient techniques, ensuring that the legacy of the katana lives on as both a weapon and a work of art. More than just a weapon, a symbol of the samurai spirit. Today, the katana is no longer a weapon of war, but it remains an important part of Japanese culture. Samurai warriors believed that their sword represented their honor, discipline, and way of life. More than just a weapon, the katana represents the spirit of the samurai, the artistry of Japanese craftsmanship, and the dedication to tradition that continues to inspire people worldwide. The katana's journey from the battlefields of ancient Japan to its modern status as a cultural treasure is a testament to its incredible design and lasting significance. Swordsmiths continue to craft katanas using ancient techniques, ensuring that this historical art is preserved. The katana is also widely practiced in martial arts, such as kendo and aikido, keeping the skills of the samurai alive. Furthermore, katanas have gained global recognition, appearing in movies, anime, and video games, where they are often portrayed as the ultimate weapon. Collectors and enthusiasts from around the world admire these swords for their history, beauty, and craftsmanship.